In the quiet little town of Shoals, Arkansas, lived a young girl named Emma. Emma loved nothing more than riding her horse, exploring the forests and trails that surrounded her home. Her days were filled with the simple joys of nature, the sound of hooves on the dirt path, and the wind in her hair. But one ordinary afternoon, her life was about to become anything but. While riding through a part of the forest she'd never ventured into before, a clearing opened up, and there it was. Something straight out of a myth. A creature of breathtaking beauty, with the strong body of a horse and the magnificent feathered wings of a giant bird. It was a Pegasus. Emma's heart pounded in her chest, a mix of sheer awe and a little bit of fear. The Pegasus, sensing her presence, turned its head. Its eyes were intelligent and kind. Instead of taking flight, it took a cautious step towards her, then another. To Emma's complete astonishment, the majestic creature didn't flee. It gently nuzzled against her, as if it was just as curious and maybe even a little lonely. Emma, her fear melting away, reached out a trembling hand and stroked its silky white mane. In that single touch, a connection was forged. The Pegasus wasn't afraid of her, and she was no longer afraid of it. From that day on, Emma and the Pegasus, whom she simply called Sky, were inseparable. They spent their days soaring through the forest canopy and galloping across open meadows. Emma would cling to Sky's mane, the world a blur of green and blue below them, feeling a freedom she had never imagined. Sky seemed to cherish her company, often landing beside her just so she could whisper secrets into its ear and gently preen its enormous wings. Of course, a secret this magical couldn't stay hidden for long. Word began to spread through Shoals. At first, people didn't believe it. A Pegasus? Here? It sounded like a child's fantasy. But soon, curiosity got the better of them. Neighbors and townsfolk started visiting Emma's family farm, hoping for a glimpse. And every time, Sky would gracefully descend from the clouds, proving that the unbelievable was real. The town was captivated. The news eventually reached beyond their small town. A team of scientists arrived in Shoals, their faces a mixture of skepticism and professional curiosity. They came armed with notebooks, cameras, and measuring tapes. But all their scientific doubt vanished the moment they saw Sky in person. They were stunned. They respectfully measured its incredible wingspan, collected fallen feathers for analysis, and documented every unique detail of this living legend. Suddenly, Sky was a global phenomenon. News crews and tourists flocked to Shoals, turning the once peaceful town into a bustling hub of excitement. People from every corner of the world came to witness the magic. Emma was proud, but a knot of worry grew in her heart. All the noise, the flashes of cameras, the constant crowds. It was overwhelming for her gentle friend. The Pegasus was a creature of the wind and sky, not a spectacle. Emma knew she had to do something. With the help of the very scientists who had come to study him, they planned a solution. They worked together to create a large, beautiful sanctuary on the outskirts of town, a protected space where Sky could live peacefully, surrounded by the nature he loved. It was a perfect haven. Emma visited every single day. She'd bring him his favorite apples and spend hours just talking to him. Sky would listen, responding with soft whinnies and gentle nudges, their unique language of friendship. They shared a bond that went deeper than words, a bond that everyone knew would last a lifetime. Years passed. Emma grew from a young girl into a woman, and eventually into an old lady, her life forever enriched by her magical friend. When she finally passed away, she left behind a legacy of wonder and a town forever changed. But the story didn't end there. The Pegasus remained in its sanctuary, a timeless, living symbol of the magic that exists in the world if you're just willing to see it. And to this day, every year on Emma's birthday, the people of Shoals gather near the sanctuary. They come to honor the memory of the girl who befriended a myth and the incredible creature that taught them all how to look up and believe in the impossible. Thank you so much for watching this story. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more tales of wonder. See you next time.